What if I told you one of the wildest factory trucks ever built didn't come from Ford, didn't come from Chevy, but came from Dodge at a time when America wasn't even paying attention? A truck with gold pinstripes, wood bed rails, fat tires, and a stance that looked like a custom hot rod straight from a backyard builder. Except it actually rolled out of a Dodge dealership. This wasn't a normal pickup. This was attitude on wheels. This was Dodge saying, "If nobody else will build something crazy, we will." This is the story of the 1976 Dodge D100 Warlock. A factory custom truck born from rebellion, built for attention, and destined to become one of Mopar's boldest icons. The era of creative chaos. The mid-1970s were weird times for American automakers. Insurance restrictions, emissions rules, and the fuel crisis had crushed the muscle car era. Engines were weaker, cars were slower, and buyers were frustrated. But Dodge had a different idea. If they couldn't win with horsepower, they'd win with personality. And so the Dodge Adult Toys line was born. A collection of playful, bold, rule-breaking vehicles designed to grab attention. There was the Lil Red Express, the Midnight Express, the Street Van, and the most mystical, most stylish, most bold member of the family, the Warlock. Creating the Warlock, Mopar magic in the 70s. The Dodge D100. Warlock didn't start as a performance truck. It started as something far more unusual. Dodge designers asked, "What if we created a truck that looks custom, but you can buy it brand new?" They envisioned black paint so deep it reflected like water gold striping, that shimmered wood rails that made it look handcrafted, a stance that sat lower and meaner than any other factory truck, and wheels that looked straight out of a hot rod show. But here's the twist. They didn't want it to be expensive. They wanted anyone to walk into a dealership and buy something that looked cool. And so, the D100 Warlock was born. The look that turned heads everywhere. The Warlock was available in several colors, but the most iconic was black with gold graphics, a bold contrast that made it look dangerous in the best possible way. It came with gold pinstriping gold Warlock script on the tailgate color-matched wheels, with fat tires, chrome horns on the hood, oak rails on the bed step-side fenders, and that slightly aggressive rake that made it look ready to pounce. The Warlock didn't whisper. It shouted. This wasn't your dad's farm truck. This was the truck you brought to a car meet on Friday night. The Warlock in pop culture. In an era filled with disco, loud fashion, and rebellious style, the Warlock fit right in. People didn't buy it for towing or working. They bought it to be seen. Dodge even marketed it with the tagline, "A personal pickup for the man who wants to be different." And they delivered exactly that. From underrated to collectible. The Warlock wasn't produced in massive numbers. Ford and Chevy trucks outsold it easily. But that scarcity is what makes it special today. Collectors love its character. Hot rod fans love its stance. Mopar lovers treat it like a badge of honor. It's the kind of truck you don't find by accident. You seek it. Engine options. The 1976 Warlock. The Warlock wasn't just style. Dodge gave buyers some solid V8 options. 318 V8. Reliable, torque, perfect daily driver. 360 V8. Strong mid-range punch, 400 big block. Rare, but the one enthusiasts crave, 440 big block. Very limited early versions. The Monster. Extremely collectible performance specs, 1976 D100. While emissions regulations reduced power, the Warlock still had respectable numbers. Horsepower, 145 to 235 horsepower. Engine-dependent. Torque, 230 to 350 pound-feet. Transmission, 3-speed manual, 4-speed manual, or 3-speed auto rear-wheel drive. Curb weight, around 4,000 pounds. Top speed, approximately 100 miles per hour. Varies by engine. Chassis and handling. The Warlock benefited from Dodge's durable D-Series platform. Heavy-duty suspension, short wheelbase step-side frame, optional anti-sway bar, beefy rear leaf, springs-wide stance for stability. Not a corner carver, but tough, and surprisingly, fun to drive. Production numbers. Exact totals depend on year, but for 1976, estimated 600 to 1,000 Warlock trucks built. Many sources cite Mopar records showing low volume. This rarity is key to its modern value. Collector value, USA market today. Depending on condition and engine. Driver quality, $15,000 to $25,000. Excellent condition, $30,000 to $45,000. Big block, high-spec models, $50,000 to $80,000 plus show-quality restorations, can exceed $90,000. The Warlock may look playful, but its value today is serious. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine walking outside your house in 1976. The sun is setting, the street is quiet, and your brand new Dodge Warlock is sitting in the driveway, glimmering in black and gold. You fire it up. The V8 rumbles awake, not loud, but deep, confident, alive. You grab the wooden rails as you climb into the cab. The seat creaks a little. The smell of fuel and vinyl wraps around you. This isn't just transportation. This is personality. You drive through town and people stare. Kids point. Adults nod. Some smile. Because the Warlock wasn't built to blend in. It was built for the person who refused to be ordinary. Even today, people who own a Warlock talk about that feeling. That sense of owning something unique. Something with soul. Something that almost feels alive. The Warlock is a reminder of a time when vehicles had character, when manufacturers took risks, when the boldest ideas came from the most unexpected places. It stands for creativity. It stands for rebellion. It stands for Mopar's willingness to say, let's build something fun. If you love the untold stories of vintage American machines, the ones that broke the rules, challenged the norms, and became legends in their own way, then make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dive features like this. Drop a comment below. Would you drive a 1976 Dodge Warlock? And which rare classic truck should I cover next? This is Gear View, bringing you the stories behind the steel, the machines behind the myths, and the legends that America should never forget. Keep watching and keep the engines rumbling.